Alright, we're back on the Bomber chassis, inspecting all the wires on this tone control. It looks like this white one is the bad culprit here. The rest look to be very pliable and bendable and everything, and there are no telltale spots of cracking. Even underneath the chassis here, they are nice and supple. Just that it would be the white one that's way over here that ties to pin 1 of the LA6 tube, the one in the middle there, and it routes right on through there and out through the hole. I don't know if we covered this in the last episode, but we did get all the caps replaced. Well, except for these 6 here are they're on tap. I want to make sure to get everything that needed to be got before we put these in there and they get in the way. I wanted to get this checked out, and now that I have, I see there is one wire that needs to be replaced, and it's this one here that it's the longest one of the wires that are there. But we got all of these replaced, including the X cap. So we're going to do that now. Replace this one wire now, and then we're going to sleeve everything and wrap it all back up. I've got the case for the clipper radio coated with contact cement, contact cement, and it's drying up right now. I have the patterns cut for the case. I've yet to finalize the structural form of the back and the front covers. Once that is done, we can get those coated with cement and get the patterns cut for those. But for right now, I'm about 20 minutes away from getting the patterns for the case ready to go onto the case. So we got a warm one today. That's different. So and once we get this this thing wound back up, we're going to take it over and get it scrubbed up and get it cleaned up. We're going to do our best to get all the tuner all cleaned and done. These here are pretty good in that I haven't had to replace any of these rubbers. Typically on table mounted sets, they don't last and they're all busted up. These here are much better quality rubber, I guess. That's what we got on our plate immediately. It is Saturday afternoon, about 1:45, and the sun is bright. So here we go. We'll see you on the next segment. All right, here we are. We got this all contacted up, everything all around. We got our center lines drawn. all that kind of goopy stuff in the back side. Okay, it's now or never. I got the patterns cut, and we're going to start applying them right now. So stay tuned for the next segment. Yeah, they say 20 to 30 minutes, and I've given it 30 minutes at least. And it's a little tacky. So we're going to start now. So stand by and we'll be back. Alright, here is the Bomber case. That's the front and its interior. This one here we're going to clean up as best we can and get her all buffed out if we can take it that far. Thank goodness we don't have to do a recover on this one. Everything seems to be okay on this one. This is not going to do too much. The only thing is taking the asbestos out of it and putting a new lens cover in and refurbishing the chassis. We'll try to rub out the brass pieces and the brass pieces as best we can. And the clipper case is right here. This is what it's going to look like. It's going to look like a suitcase. Yeah. It'll darken over time. It'll probably be just about like this in about 30 years if we make it that far. Yeah, we managed to get the matching patterns. It was not too bad. It wasn't, you know, it wasn't too difficult. Yeah, you had to put some thought into it, and you had to consider this and consider that and make adjustments for that and allowance for this. But now I know what you're probably going to think whenever I say, you know, use the cliche that if I can do it, well, it's not about that. It's about will. All you got to do is, you know, maintain positive mental attitude, study the situation so that you can take into all factors and how you want to address it and attack it. I went through and I took a lot of information off of this and seen how they did that. So yeah, anybody could do it. All you need is will. And some glue. So I mean, we still got the covers to do. And we'll try to get that in. The airline sold this morning, so I'm going to have to take some time out tomorrow to get it prepped for shipment Monday. So I'm going to try and squeeze the one of the panels, front or back, probably the back. Well, it doesn't make any difference. They're both going to need hardware. So it's going to be a toss-up. Whichever I grab and it looks the best. I still got to take and put the contact cement on it, and I think I'm going to have to run and get some more. I thought the small can would be adequate enough, and I just about used 3/4 of a small can just for the case, the 4 pieces for the case. So anyway, we're going to start for the rest of the evening. We're going to prep up the covers, and then we're going to take and clean up the chassis. Oh, my killer whack. Clean up the chassis. Oh yeah, I don't think I covered this. I bought some sleeving, expandable sleeving on that, and I replaced the wire that was in here and got it all back together, and got it all completed. So we're masked off here so we don't lose any information. We're going to take and do the a chassis cleaning on this thing before we go through and put the E-caps in it. So stay tuned, and we'll have some more coming your way.